What's going on YouTube? Flamesword here, and I want to explain to you all about probably the worst experience in my life, and I mean by far the worst experience, worst flight of my life, and that is the flight recently back from Germany to America, from Dusseldorf, which I called Dumbledore at one point in our trip while we were out there, back to Chicago. It's a 9-hour flight coming back, but the flight time wasn't the problem this time. Now this flight, I caught a common, like a head cold or just a cold, right before leaving Germany. On my last night, I got sick, which sucked. When I first got to the airport, there was no American Airlines sign. And the way they did stuff was that from certain gates, like 143 to 150, which was ours, and this is before going through security, is where you could only check in for that flight. So we didn't know that. We're reading stuff. We're going back and forth from what the people are telling us where American Airlines is. And then finally I believe some random dude, we said guest 150, and then I found an information booth, and they also told me that, which the information booth was freaking hidden. We get there, there is just a massive line, because for some reason, these guys were screening everyone before getting their tickets, and it just made up the biggest line I've ever seen in my life. It took forever to get there. They almost didn't check in our bags because of the time limit, but it was like, come on, you guys were taking forever. There was like only 2 agents at first, so it was insane. Crisscross, we get through a next set of customs, which is the same exact thing, so it's like, why do we have to do this twice? And we did that. Finally get into our plane, because there is people out looking for people from Chicago, because they do know that it was delayed from at the ticket side, so which was crazy. And then we just finally get on the plane. Now on the plane, I probably fall asleep for almost anywhere from 20 to 30 to 40 minutes, and then even close to an hour at one point. But I have a cold, so my body is going super hot at the moment. It is going super cold. I am all over the place. It was crazy. I did actually have a cool, good-looking girl to my right who was going to America to see her boyfriend, which was crazy that people do that. Basically acted like my mom. I would always fall asleep. There would be trash in my section, and she would give it to the person to throw out, which was funny. But yeah, I'm waking up here and there, hot cold, like I said. We finally get to America, finally make it the entire way out. And by the way, I drank so much tea and water on that plane. It was crazy, which is why I think that I'm in a lot better shape than I started when on that flight. We finally make it. Everything goes pretty well. We pay for our parking ticket, because Maniac didn't park his car, because you will hear about a crazy passport story from him very soon. His YouTube will be in the description below, which you guys have to go see this when it does go live. But we drive away from Chicago here at the airport. We go downtown to a restaurant called Giordano's, get some deep dish pizza. From that point, we get back into the car, and I'm feeling kind of sleepy. I guess you could call it jet lag, whatnot. And I fall asleep probably for like 10-15 minutes. Next thing I know, we are on the side of the road, and car breaks down. Maniac's car breaks down, which was just crazy. I was like, wait, what just happened? Battery seemed to just go out, gas went out. The only thing that was working was brakes, and now we're here. So we've already been on a 9-hour trip. It is, over in Germany, it was like 6, 7 o'clock. At this point, when we're stuck on the side of the road in the car, it is probably like close to midnight or 1 a.m. over there in Germany. So it's like, oh my god, we've been up forever. And then we call an Uber. Uber doesn't find us, so we have to cancel that after like 15-20 minutes. Then end up hitting up Hex, getting the exact coordinates of it, sending over. Give Hex those exact coordinations, and then immediately he comes picking us up after like 30 minutes. So we're just chilling on the highway for 30 minutes. I go in the car just to lay down, just reevaluating life. Like, oh my god, what a long day we just had. This cold is not making me any better. I just need to get into my bed. Hex finally picks us up. We head to the house. We get to the house, probably watch like an episode of, I did finish True Detective, and then watched an episode of Sopranos, and then hit up my bed, hit that massage button, and then I was passed out, and that saved the day. But that day was literally the worst day of my life, everyone. A cold on a 9-hour flight, it is not a good time. There might even be people who've been on it longer flights, like to Australia and stuff like that, which is crazy. So mine might not even be that bad, but it was the worst experience of my life. Hope you enjoy the living hell of my life, guys. The worst experience, like I did say. If you didn't enjoy it, I hope you guys don't, because like I said, that day sucked for me. Do leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, this is your boy Flamesword. I'll see you guys later. Peace.